Hello children! Children, can we have our favorite salad without salt? Do you think it's going to be tasteful? I don't think so. A pinch of salt will add the taste. So, salt is one of the oldest food seasonings. It is the most important ingredient for cooking. So today we are going to learn something more about salt. Do you know from where do we get salt? We get salt from the seawater. The seawater evaporates and the salt remains. That salt is then processed and we consume the refined salt. Salt is just not used for cooking. It is also used for preserving mummies. So let us now know the story about two brave, courageous children, that is Thenyang and Changun. Thenyang and Changun lived near the river bank of Tirak district of Arunachal Pradesh. The name of the story is, I'm sure you all must be able to know now, it's the Crystal Cave. The story begins with Grandma Kamlong, who made broth for her grandchildren Thenyang and Changun. She called both of them to taste the broth. Both of them tasted the broth and told her that it was very unpleasant. Grandma went and added a magical ingredient to the broth. This time, when they tasted the broth, they told that it was delicious. They asked her about the miracle. She told them it was the salt. She explained how salt was most precious for them, even more than gold. So they told that they had enough salt. Grandma Kamlong told the children that they had enough salt. There used to flow a salt spring by the village. The village was rich and prosperous. The village had so much of salt that they used to barter in exchange of cloths, goods, beads and other necessities. The village was poor now and lost its prosperity as the salt string had dried up. After listening to the grandma, both the children wanted to discover how the flowing stream had stopped. The next day, they filled up water in their bamboo tubes and got ready for their adventure to find out where was the stream. They were neither afraid of the steep slopes nor wild animals, as they lived close to nature. On their entire journey, they met with many obstacles. They found a large python, a herd of wild animals, a hook-look gibbon, and a pangolin. But they waited patiently as the wild animals heard only if we disturbed them. All of a sudden, they tumbled into a clearing. There they saw hundreds of footprints of animals, pug marks of wild cats, imprint of elephants. They saw there was a tunnel which was coated with white crystals. Then Thenyang could not believe and took a pinch of the crystal and put it on its tongue and jumped with excitement that it was none other than salt. He began to hop about wildly in imitation of a tribal dance. As the sun was halfway down on its journey across the horizon, the children hurried back to the village. They drank the water from the bamboo tubes and dried completely, and packed the tubes with salt. The villagers, along with Grandma, was worried that where are the children? Carrying the treasure upon their backs, they headed home. When the villager saw the two children, the crowd broke into cheers. They ran excitedly to Grandma Kamlong. They unstrapped the bamboo tubes and poured the salt onto the earth. Everyone admired the heat glowing in the setting sun. The chief picked up Tanyang on his shoulder and father picked up Changun on his shoulder. The chief announced that Tanyang and Changun will be the chief guest of the local festival as a reward of their courage. The villagers sang along excitedly and began their grand celebration. So this was the story of the Crystal Cave. I hope you all must have understood the chapter. Have a good day everyone. Thank you for watching the video.